Welcome back to Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Last time, we were in the middle of a very important ideological battle.
Now we're in a fisticuff.
That's right.
Exactly.
We're discussing Mubalan's in that one chart of, like, authoritarian to libertarian.
So, one thing I do actually appreciate about the setup of this fight is that each phase, you can see the characters as they get weaker, so like their movesets change and they change to different versions of the characters. Like you can see now that Naruto's not in like his Super Saiyan mode kind of thing. Like it's actually a pretty nice touch as far as like this 40-minute battle goes.
Eventually it will just be two old men fighting on top of a Metal Gear.
Right, because it takes them forever.
Hey,
thankfully, no one else ages while they're falling asleep, so it's just them that got old.
Come on, Jay, don't kid ourselves. Naruto is never gonna reach the heights of the old man fighting Metal Gear Solid 4.
Look, I can hope.
I mean, we can all hope. But
I hope every goddamn day of my life.
so far, we have not really seen much evidence that that hope is really doing much good.
Yeah, maybe
Ow.
for Boruto, we just need to read another 20 years of manga.
What's the... Oh.
Yeah, so now
Oh, that's what that is.
we've flown back to a previous fight that we've had once before in Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 3.
God, did they seriously fight like 10 times over the course of the series?
So, Chirps, would you say at the beginning of Naruto is exactly like Spider-Man?
In what ways?
Well, in the ways that everyone hates him, even though he's trying to do good.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and also, he's on the newspaper headlines about what a menace he is to society.
But also, he's
Yeah.
a metaphor for like, you know, coming of age.
Exactly. I mean, I do believe he's a lot of those things, yes.
Like a menace. You definitely believe he's a menace.
So here's something you'll note about this fight. So it's got like a timed little dialogue here going on. So you'll also notice that Sasuke's life isn't going down. I am literally just stalling for time while the dialogue finishes.
Oh no.
Cool.
He's getting stronger.
Oh no, he's too good at the game. Quick, stop his progress.
I think this is the only time in this fight that happens. It's just a really weird choice to have made dialogue go on this long.
So
if
you're actually punished for doing the secret action, basically, huh?
Well, let's just say that maybe the actions aren't as secret as the game would lead you to believe.
Oh shit, is this fighting vipers? Can you just break off armor?
Well, you'll notice with the armor break, we've gotten slower, and again, our moves have changed.
Weird that you would have gotten slower now that you're wearing less. But okay.
Well, we're also taking a lot more damage.
I mean, that makes sense. I don't know why you phrased it like that.
I mean, you could just dodge.
So, Chirps, I also have another question. Are the voices meant to be overpowered by every sound effect in this fight?
I think it's just because the sound balancing in the fights maybe isn't that hot. It's very loud.
See, that's why Nasura's rat, they just had everyone yell all the time.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
Trumps, you found another secret. You're so good at this
That's
game.
right. I don't remember how long this one goes, but it might be that I stall in this one too. I had forgotten about this one. The first time Naruto and Sasuke fought.
Wait, does he have hands coming out of his back? What the fuck?
Their wings, first of all. And this is when he figured out that he had the devil trigger.
I thought you became a squirrel for a second.
No. Okay, no, so at one point Naruto could only harness some of the tails of his tailed beast. And that's how that works. So he's only got one tail.
Some, also known as one, apparently.
Well, in previous, in other fights he'll also be like, oh, four-tailed or five-tailed or whatever.
He was just like, I give up. He's got terrible posture in this position. Oh, is there gonna be another armor break? Are we gonna get to see Skimpy Naruto?
Yeah, this is where we learned out the DOA X3 crossover.
Well, that's just not gonna make sense to Western audiences because the SJWs have destroyed this bikini game that, like, sold 5 copies.
That's actually the revolution that Sasuke wants.
I can't believe these people want ladies on the cover of DOA, but not on the cover of Battlefield.
And now we get to the saddest fight in the world. So here's something cool about this. None of them have jutsus, and if you do a jutsu attack, you just create a bad doppelganger that lies on the floor dead.
Okay, this is cool, though. You know what? I will say this. This is revolutionary, and I think more video games should have the final boss just you fighting each other's babies. Think about it. Metal Gear Rising would be so much better if you fought Baby Armstrong at the end.
I mean, this is basically how Tekken 7 ends.
You should play more with the rest of us!
You should play more with the rest of us, asshole!
I'm gonna kick the shit out of you if you don't play with the rest of us.
You should play with the rest of us, especially all the kids that hate me, too.
You just confuse yourself. You really make no sense.
I hate my stupid goggles, they're so hard to draw.
It may just be the rest of the video. Just 2 children beating each other.
So, now we've reached the part where the 2 boys are just completely destroyed. As you can see, our chakra bar has just broken off.
You still have enough chakra to be able to walk on water, but okay.
This is just so sad.
I will say, like, actually, like, just, like, gameplay-wise, this is kind of neat. It's just...
No, I really like this, and, like, the secret actions are basically just you, like, doing just single attacks at this point, like, all the kind of, like, big manga shots, right, is, like, just trying to make it all look the same. So many of them are just Naruto getting the shit kicked out of him.
I was wondering how the secret actions were going to roll out at this point, because if they were going 5 more levels below what they're at now, I would very much like to see that.
They're fighting as embryos.
They just become sludge.
You can try to do a jutsu, it doesn't do anything. You can try to charge up, it doesn't.
Yeah, punch him in the kidneys, Naruto.
And your attacks are sort of context sensitive, where if you're not far enough, you just fall over. But then occasionally you get the right punch, and...
Damn. How embarrassing would it be to drown like that? Like, you have enough chakra to stay above the water, but your face is just in it?
Honestly, I really like the like cinematic nature of this fight. Like, the way it goes through all these things is, like, really cool.
And I'm glad they do the cross counter, which is known as the best move.
Exactly.
Like, you want to have, like, a cinematic, like, ending to really show how evenly matched these guys are. Just do a cross counter. Every boxing manga has done it for millions of years, and it always works.
It's never not cool.
Let's play.
Hey, come on now. Leave those jokes in 2008, my friends.
Sorry.
Did you edit in that eyeball? I couldn't tell, honestly.
No. That's a real eyeball.
Look at all the friends I alienated along the way.
Or killed. Wow, Naruto, you have way more friends. No wonder you're the winner.
I think some of those are gods.
All of our battles! Sasuke!
They didn't leave a translator note for that one.
So, you know, it's kind of sad that in Sasuke's whole thing, Orochimaru wasn't in there, because Orochimaru is Sasuke's only friend.
The only one who's still willing to put up with him.
That's just because he's basically incubator for his body, too, whenever he dies.
It's true. It's just like, hey, Sasuke, can you hold on to this for me?
Naruto and Sasuke accidentally destroy the world when they were steps away from saving it.
Whoops.
I didn't realize his goggles were branded with his name, but that's awesome.
It's in case he loses them. Also, he's just wearing a t-shirt.
There are maybe 3 polygons in those goggles. They look like garbage.
It should be like Metal Gear 5 where you can buy those goggles.
Yes.
There are just t-shirts in the ninja world, though?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's most people. Like, most ninjas are just put into their combat gear, which looks a lot like, in Naruto's case, the bad guy from Commando, I guess.
If you move, the wound will open.
If only we had a friend who was a good medic. Oh well.
If only I had knocked them unconscious in my quest for revolution.
I acquired this strength so I could cut everything off and enter the darkness. Naturally.
That's why you joined Death Journal instead of Live Journal.
But you never did.
Well, buddy, I got issues.
Determined to stay involved with me.
Let me tell you, Sasuke's got a lot more than issues.
How many times do I have
Oh no, I was talking about Naruto.
by now?
Oh, okay.
Welcome to my dark, twisted mind, Naruto.
Because we're friends.
We're not friends, though.
Just what is a friend to you?
Someone who acknowledges my existence.
A fucking meaningless concept.
Something like that with words.
I'm friends with everyone. I'm friends with the birds
Whenever I see
and
you
the
try to carry
trees.
everything on your shoulders like that,
They also shit on me all the time, Sasuke, just like you.
I'm used to it.
I wish the final battle was with Moon Mom, but he still keeps calling her a friend and just trying to convince her to do the right
Moon
thing. Like,
Mom has treated Naruto better than Sasuke ever has.
Yeah, honestly, it's like, oh, I just want you to sleep forever and feel good. And like, that's way better than what Sasuke's doing here.
Sasuke doesn't even know Naruto's birthday.
Wait, people know their friends' birthdays? I guess this is a good LP to find out I'm a sociopath.
Just like me. You felt alienated in the
Oh wait, is he finally getting it? Does he finally understand?
stupid things to try and get people's attention.
I think this is a good LP then for us to share our birthdays and our social security numbers and the 3 digits on the back of our credit cards.
Wait,
Deep down
empathy?
inside.
Aww.
Then we both grew and ended up on the same team. I did missions together with you.
I thought that was Sakura giving the middle finger.
That's a good Naruto face, by the way.
Yeah, and I really like Kakashi's just like, what are you gonna do? These crazy kids.
Honestly, like, that team dynamic is better than literally anything else we've seen in this game.
Well, it's because Sasuke won't join the goddamn team.
That's why, whenever I saw you in pain, yes, I also hurt. When I understood your pain, that's when I first thought of you as a friend. But in return, as I saw you grow exponentially strong, I just couldn't ignore you.
Son of a bitch, he got cooler than me.
That I lacked. You were always walking in front of me.
And it made it hard to see other people because you were right there in front of me.
Sasuke realized that when you're not the lead dog, the scenery never changes.
And the same is true today.
Man, Sasuke really got, like, all of his wisdom from Big Dog shirts, huh?
Naruto's motto has always been, you either run with the big dogs or you stay on the porch.
Kakashi says, you don't have to be crazy to work here, but it helps.
just when I thought I could punch you and wake you up.
And Sakura's is a Minions meme. Basically any of them, it doesn't matter.
Probably one about, like, how fluoride in the water is turning upon me.
Except it's Naruto in the water. It's turning people back.
Right?
Of course, I'll fight you as many times as...
I accept it.
Huh?
I lost.
Took him like he had to give that one a practice run before saying it out loud.
Can I admit this?
You idiot! This isn't about winning or losing! My friend was sulking.
Is that one of his chakras to make his teeth all sharp like that?
Yeah. That's actually the slug's teeth.
Oh no.
Oh, so the only way to make Sasuke tolerable was to give him brain damage, huh?
Since the time of the Sage of the Six Paths will come to an end.
Well, Naruto, I think I'm gonna sleep now.
I'll decide this issue myself, once and for all.
How can you decide anything by dying?
And then it's revealed that Naruto really fucked up Sasuke's eye, so they can't use it to wake up all the people.
Well, I can just remove it from him. Someone else could wear it.
No, it's like, I don't know, cracked or something. I don't know how magic eyeballs work.
Who says everyone else will agree to that?
It's got DRM on it.
Oh, come on. Go on. Spout some more crap.
It's got like the one-time activation code, so it only works in Sasuke's socket.
Stand up to defy you again.
Kakashi puts it in and he's like, oh, they're making me sign the EULA again.
My understanding of these eyes is that they are basically Calvin Ball, but with eyes.
Be sure of that.
Before you can use this eyeball, you have to read the GDRP email.
Oh, fuck, god damn it.
Yeah, I get it. You respect my privacy, whatever.
We don't even know what a Europe is. Why do we have to listen to those guys?
Also, correction, Sasuke extremely does not care about your privacy, Jay.
Oh, no, I meant the eyeball did.
Oh.
How many times do I have to tell you? Don't you get it by now?
I mean, clearly
You're
not.
flashing back to the scene 3 minutes ago!
Come on. You're the one who still doesn't get it. Now that I think about it, I guess you always have been surprisingly dense.
Damn! And then Sasuke dies.
Like his health bar goes to 0.
What?
And you see...
Their hands are smoking, so they can't show it.
Is this one of those things where it's like decapitated arms, but they censored it for the anime or something?
this is decapitated arms, but they didn't want to build a new model.
Oh, okay. So it's
But their arms did in fact come off, and the symbolism there is supposed to be that they are like
Unarmed.
holding hands via their blood splatter.
like because that's usually kind of a thing with anime where like to apply with ratings they can't show like limbs being torn off and shit, right?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
but-
assume, like, they would also get an M rating if you just had, like, 2 bloody severed arms.
Yeah, and look, further symbolism. They're holding hands here too. Everyone's holding hands.
I'm just glad we saw that giant black blob coming from Sasuke's arm.
Well, that's his new ultimate form. He just has one black arm. It's like a Monkey D. Luffy.
Like, they tried to hide it too, like, behind the posing, but they still showed that dang arm.
Now we're gonna get a jazzy credits theme, right?
That's right. Well, we're gonna get credits.
Chirps, do you want to start? Do you want to get the opinion train running?
So, I do, right? Okay, so, we've been through 3 of these games now. I think we can all agree it should have ended in the second one, because that would have just cleared up all of the major plots that were happening within Naruto in terms of character development.
Honestly, it could have ended at the second one's first fight scene, but sure.
No, it couldn't have, because none of the character stuff would have been developed. The thing is, like, it genuinely could have ended there, and all the character development could have been done. Sasuke could have gotten his revenge on Itachi and, like, I don't know, reintegrated into society. and Naruto would have been respected by everyone. But then it does the classic shonen thing of having to make a new, stronger villain. And it just, like, I think it really, like... well, yes, it hurts the pacing, clearly, because it fucking goes on forever. But also, it just hurts, I think, the themes that it's going for, because it makes Sasuke constantly, like, go back and forth on whether or not he's actually learned anything through this entire series.
Yeah, I feel like 2 also works because in 3, Sasuke kind of just starts becoming a mass murderer.
What is the theme of Naruto? Just friendship above all else, or...
Well, it's also a story about 2 people who come from very similar backgrounds who deal with it in different ways, and sort of the coming to terms with these different ideals, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Right.
recognizing that, you know, it's not just like the circumstances that create someone, it's the environment in which they're, you know, born, you know, they grow up in and kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's nature versus nurture.
I think a big problem kinda is that ultimately I think Naruto always kinda wants to go for an optimistic tone, and especially the shit it was telling with Sasuke, it ended up making it not kinda good at all because of that. Because, like, I think better storytelling would be just Sasuke dies. You can't bring him around from that because he's too far gone. But that clashes with the tone of Naruto, so he survives. But then also because of all the shit Sasuke does, it kind of makes him as a character feel bad.
And it's a situation, too, where, like, you know, the arc of Naruto Shippuden, like, just doesn't make any sense past Pain. Like, the Madara Uchiha thing, sure, he's, like, you know, history's greatest monster, so he can come back or whatever, and it's, like, sort of okay, but the whole, like, Moon Mom stuff just has no place in here. Like, it comes out of nowhere, and it's unsatisfying, and it doesn't add anything.
All of this is kind of frustrating to me, because, like, you talked about the teams, and I actually find the teams Naruto tries to handle interesting in concept, but in execution it's so, like, bogged down with, like, all the shonen tropes that it's not great.
Yeah, and again, especially with this whole last bit where sort of, like, it all gets super muddied because some other conflict happens.
Yeah.
And I just feel like for being like this ridiculous over-the-top, like, ninja anime, like, it's all so dull. Like, things are happening, but it's just like nothing ever has, like, enough time to breathe for you to care about any one conflict. It's always, like, just breakneck onto the next thing, like, hey, something else, these characters are now different in some way, and I can't follow it. It's just like,
And they all feel like variations on the same thing happening. Like, it's always, like, some large conflicts get solved, but hey, turns out there is actually someone behind it, or there's someone, like, coming up to take advantage of what has just happened. Like, it never breathes, it never really lets up in any way that lets anything develop properly. Like, it's...
Because Sasuke had a change of heart after getting beat over the head, and that's it. He literally changed his mind, his entire, like, core philosophy in 5 seconds, because we have to have a happy ending for Naruto.
And also, from my viewpoint as someone who does not know this series pretty much at all, like, the further we have gotten into these games, the more I feel like it gets into, like, the same problems that the Tales games have, in that half of the scripts just becomes, like, complete nonsense words that I have absolutely no idea what mean.
See, I'm used to that, though, because I have watched Star Trek.
okay. So we're ready for Naruto the Next Generation, then?
No.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, but don't go. There's still a little something that we need to get through.
Get through is a good way to put it.
This is good. This is good, actually. I like this.